Hello everyone, and welcome to my Duel Today official news channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Park, EJ, and Nicole are reliving the moment-altering events of the last few weeks while perched on the bench. Leo believes she should ignore him, but she wonders what he was trying to tell them about the baby. Nicole isn't sure that Leo was trying to swindle them out of money, even though EJ believes he was. EJ tells Nicole how Leo went upside down and how he crept back into the mansion. Nicole does the same and tells how she met Eric and the child. She wants to make amends for her actions because she feels bad about what she did to Eric and Sloan. Nicole continues by expressing her desire to visit Horton Square. When Nicole returns from her brief trip, EJ begins to move away. Horton Square. Chad is sitting at Horton Square, analyzing the most recent dreadful The Spectator article. Alex comes over to see how he's doing. Chad doesn't think Alex cares about his well-being, thus he feels Alex is blowing smoke. Alex says he's more concerned about Stephanie and wants to know what went wrong that Chad did. He gets an update from Chad regarding Everett's shift to The Spectator. Alex is shocked that he did such a stupid thing. Alex tries to swoop in and create another opportunity for a threesome, but Chad has no time for that. Which person would be the third? They exchange glances, and Chad extends his apology. After Alex leaves, Chad meets Paulina. She says she needs cooperation from him and Stephanie for a new advertising campaign. He discusses their relationship's demise as well as the uncertainty surrounding his position at the PR agency. When Paulina learns that their relationship is ending, she is crushed. Chad goes into further detail, saying that she left her key with Alex. Paulina demands that he contact Stephanie right away after learning that he hasn't done so. Casa de Johnson. Steve is working at the kitchen table with a dejected Stephanie. He wants to take a walk, but pauses to see how she's doing since their breakup. He believes that severing things was the proper move on her part. She responds that her sentiments are irrelevant when Steve asks if she still loves Chad. Steve questions whether she should give him another chance and disagrees. Stephanie declares that she will put her life and career first and steer clear of Chad. Steve acknowledges her feelings and lets her remain for as long as she wants. He then leaves and runs straight into Alex. Alex responds that he's just coming to return her water bottle when she gives him a hard time for barging in so abruptly. They had a brief flirtatious conversation before he tells her about his meeting with Chad. Surprisingly, Alex defends Chad and asks whether she's truly beyond their romance. Although Stephanie claims to be Oak, she wishes she could have explained herself to Thomas and Charlotte. Alex has to leave, but before he can, Stephanie trips over the hefty metal water bottle and spills it on her foot. Chad enters and turns into an asshat, while Alex carries her over to the sofa. Brady Pub. Eric chats with infant Jude as he strolls out the front door. Jada walks over at that moment. They have an uneasy conversation regarding living arrangements and babies. She claims to be making room at her house for Rafe to store some belongings for their sleepovers. She continues by reminding Eric about her past relationship with her ex-husband and her intention to steer clear of such problems this time. When Steve gets there, he sits down to talk with Jada. She talks about the memories that were triggered by seeing Eric holding the infant. Steve believes that she's struggling because Marcus's death anniversary is coming up. Jada is appreciative that she has someone to discuss her father with. Digs between Eric and Sloan. Leo accuses Sloan of being responsible for his facial bruising. He claims that since he tried to act morally, he was punched. Leo claims that Dimitri told him everything and urged him to use it as leverage, notwithstanding Sloan's act of ignorance. He continues by saying that although he made an effort to be honest with EJ and Nicole, he has now made the decision to go back to his evil ways. Leo insists that she secured Dimitri's release from prison, claiming to now possess her. Eric comes back with baby Jude and continues to make different demands. He approaches Leo, who chooses to quickly leave. Eric questions why Leo is shaking Sloan so much. She claims that she missed Jude and him. Eric describes how he met Nicole and Jada. Nicole and EJ arrive just then. When Leo gets there, he asks himself out loud what he will do with his life. While organizing her wardrobe, Jada discovered the final Christmas gift she purchased for her father, which she shares with Steve. Given that he still has the keychain Marcus crafted for him when they were about 8 years old, Steve can relate. He informs Jada that if Marcus hadn't happened, he wouldn't be where he is now. He believes her dad would be quite proud of her. Stephanie is in shock at what a jerk Chad is really. She declines Alex's offer to drive her to the hospital and leaves on her own initiative. After Alex gives them the rundown on the water bottle, they decide to split a drink. Nicole apologizes for all the problems she created with the DNA test and offers baby Jude a nice clothing. In order for Nicole to apologize and begin the healing process, EJ praises Eric for letting them inside. Nicole and Sloan had a really awkward talk while standing over Jude. Leo learns that Dimitri was transferred to a federal prison known as Supermax. He swears to destroy Sloan's world since he is certain she is to blame. What the heck? It turns out that Dimitri's departure from Days of Our Lives to a Supermax jail in the episode airing on December 12 truly marked the death of the character. Soap Opera Digest says that Peter Port has left Salem after his tenure there. The actor, who began his daytime career in 2011 on The Young and the Restless as the unstable Ricky Williams, debuted on Days of Our Lives in 2021 as Kyle Graham on Beyond Salem. 2 years after the schemer crossed the mothership, he found himself in a very creative love triangle with Gwen and Leo. It was eventually discovered that the schemer was the son of Oscar von Leishner and a revived Megan Hathaway. Port, a well-known figure in romantic comedy TV shows, seemed to have had fun when he was in Salem. He told Digest, "The people I've been paired with on this show are everything. My favorite experience to date has probably been working with the cast that I have had the honor of working with." However, Port's departure from Days of Our Lives does not signify that he will be leaving the show permanently. Just in the past year, consider how many actors have returned to the soap opera scene. Maybe Dimitri will make a comeback in time to see Leo's mother, Diana, my dearest. As you may remember, Judith Chapman, a veteran of Young and Restless, recently revealed to fans that she would soon be making a return to Salem in the role that Jenny Francis, Laura, General Hospital, created. Sander was expected to remain silent, but Chad didn't just openly declare that he had purchased Gwen's share of The Spectator and suggested that Everett be fired. This would undoubtedly play a part in Stephanie's decision that her relationship with Chad was over, at which point she packs up her belongings and moves back in with her parents. Who could blame Stephanie for reaching her breaking point when she bought half a firm to remove a guy Chad is jealous of? That is an outrageous power grab. Thanks for watching if you like this video. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any updates.